Góðan daginn! Welcome to the Project Pal. My name is Gunnhildur, I'm an Icelander, live in Iceland, and this is my podcast, vlog, chatty type of thing, where I talk mainly about yarn, about knitting and crocheting, anything fiber related, because fiber makes this whole thing possible. I also talk quite a bit about the weather, because it's the weather, it keeps changing, so I always have something to talk about. Call this thing of mine the project pile because I have projects, yarn piles, and I just keep adding to them because I don't know when to quit, when to finish things. So yeah, I'm alive! So, last week was fine. It was so far away. Come here. Okay, that's a little better. Last week, well, actually last Friday we were doing inventory at work, meaning that my workday ended up being something between 50, I think it wasn't quite 16 hours long, but it was a long day, so I was pooped yesterday. My back hurt quite a bit. It was in a complaining mood, so I literally just spent all of yesterday either sleeping or napping and just resting. I was either sleeping, obeying nature's call, or refueling a tiny bit, so thankfully I didn't make any plans for yesterday, like nothing concrete, because I was like, you know what, I'm getting really close to turning 40, I'm turning 40 next year. I kind of need to take into account that pulling such a long day at work is going to leave me very, very tired. So yeah, thankfully I had the ability to just take yesterday 100% off. Reminds me, I need to do the laundry today because I didn't do it yesterday. But yeah. Also, fun fact, I don't have the boxes here. I put them a little bit away so I'm not tempted to like open them up straight away. Last week I told you about having placed the order at Hobbii because of the Advent calendar. So Hobbii is, in case you don't know, Hobbii is a yarn store in Denmark, and I placed my order on Friday night last week, and I noticed actually on my app, because I have an app for the Icelandic post office. They have a really good app where you can track things and all that, and I noticed that Hobbii had actually put in a notification for the post system that, okay, when my wrist vibrates I tend to check, but yeah, so they put in a notification into the post system that my packages were on their way. The first two were shipped definitely on Saturday, and the third was shipped on Sunday. And they were like talking about how they were, rather, there's a lot to do for them, or they have so much things to do, so there might be a delay in shipping. And I'm like, that's fine, I can wait a week or two. It's the weekend. I don't call that a delay, I call that speedy. Like, that wasn't a delay. So yeah, I got my Hobbii packets on Tuesday, yeah? Was it Tuesday? Yes, it was Tuesday, because knitting night is also on Tuesday, so I brought I didn't bring the boxes with me. I brought the third package with me. I brought with me the I ordered the Advent calendars. They're chilling. I also ordered a little bit more. I ordered 2 tote bags because, on sale, and they're cute. It's a little Halloween one. Look how cute it is. It's absolutely adorable. I love tote bags. You cannot go wrong with tote bags. And then one that's basically for the meme. All I need is wine and yarn. Add books to it and I will be happy. And then the yarn that I bought. So this is the Universe Halloween Sock Wool, Superwash Wool. Their own yarn. Look how pretty those colors are. This is color 03. You know what? Just want to show the label. You can check it out. It's really soft. I mean, it's wool, it's superwash, so it's the only stingy part is, you know, the lyrics here. This is yeah, 74% wool, 24% polyamide, and 2% polyester. So that would be the metal. Yeah. So these are 100-gram skeins or 3.5 ounces, 420 meters, or 459 yards. So you get a lot of out of this. It's a 1, so that is super fine. They are recommending knit needles 3mm or US 3. And yeah, here's a label if you would like to take a quick look. So yeah, I got all the colors that they had. The number 3, here is number 2. Love it. And I really love the purple colors, that's number 4. And then, because of things, because I had knit needles, so this one is a little bit messier. This is number 1. This is a little messy, but you should be able to see the colors. Because I started a simple knitted shawl. I've done this before. I'll try to remember to link the pattern down below, because I got this off of Ravelry. It's a free one. Really nice simple pattern. And I really love this pattern because you get, I mean, first off, I'm using 3.5mm knit needles, and the fabric is going to be so stiff and nice, and it's going to like bear the pattern so really nicely. It's going to be so pretty. So yeah, this is project number 5001. Got this. Really happy about having this yarn with me on knit night, because I brought this with me. Because like I told you last weekend, I needed the moral support to like get through the hurdle of pulling back from these short rounds that I did incorrectly, and I managed to do that. I put the cable in and then I pulled back and it went fine, and then I managed to do the short rounds again correctly, but I forgot to put, because I'm knitting on the 8mm, I forgot to put the 7mm in the bag. But you know, I managed to do the thing that I really needed to do. So what I need to do next is switch over to the 7mm ones, and then I can do 6 centimeters of ribbing. So that will be the body finally done, and my imperfect, perfectly done learning sweater will be, I mean the body will be finished, then I will be doing the sleeves, and it's so soft, it's gonna be so nice. But like straight away, I'll be the first to admit, I can stick my thumbs, I can stick my fingers absolutely through the these stitches, and it's fine, because this is my learning curve. Like nothing about this sweater is perfect. If you haven't seen it before, this is like called Laska, because this is knitted from the neck down instead of from the bottoms up. So you do the increases around the shoulders, and you're supposed to like have absolutely straight lines. I do not have straight lines. They are perfectly imperfect, and I love it. And I'm so proud of myself for having managed to finally do this. feel so relieved. And that does mean that I haven't, no. I haven't finished this one. I'm still at the same spot. Because I kinda, okay, the only thing about the kit silk is that it leaves a bit of a mess on like what you're wearing. But since the clothes that I'm wearing currently are a bit messy, that should be fine. Maybe I should just, yeah. I mean, there's an idea. I should maybe just start playing something fun and just go for it. Because then I could start wearing it. Speaking of the weather, because you know, it's been okay. It's been a little bit more of the rains, not torrential like they were the week before. But still, it's been rainy, it's been a little foggy. Still has some little bit of sun. A lot of fog. But it's like, all things considered, still hasn't snowed. It might maybe snow at the end of this week. I forgot to check the weather forecast for this week, but I checked it last night and it was like, well, last night when I was a little bit conscious, like, oh, I slept so much yesterday and I'm so thankful that I managed to do so because I feel so much better. But yeah, we might be having some snow at the end of this week, but you know what? It's October. October is forgiven. Like, September, I don't want to see snow in September. We got a little like snow at the top of the mountains on and off this past month, and it's fine as long as the snow stays there. Because I really want to pretend that we can get, you know, some I almost said nice weather. I'm like, it's not bad weather, but like a little warmth, a little coziness. I mean, snow is cozy, but I don't want to see the snow until like in December, when it gets really dark, because snow when it's dark really helps. But not right now. I want to enjoy autumn first. I want to enjoy the fall. Yeah, rambling. So yeah, that is where I'm at right now. What else? Yeah, the volcanoes are doing fine. There hasn't been any like dramatical rumblings or anything. Honestly, I feel like I'm poking a wasp's net every time I mention it. I'm like, I kind of feel like they're listening to me. I'm superstitious when it comes to volcanoes because I'm certain that they're listening to me. And they're just gonna prove me wrong one of these days. I'm gonna say, yeah, they're fine. Because that has happened before. I've told you that the volcanoes are fine. And like 2 days, no wait, that was on a Sunday when it started erupting that last time, wasn't it? Like, I swear, they're listening to me. One of these days, Ashker is going to prove me wrong and be like, boom, beep. I had coffee. But yeah, they are behaving themselves. I say, like, they are going to need to depressurize sooner or later, and I'm just thankful that like Askia has been what's the nice way of putting it? She's been very considerate of at least not erupting during the summer. Like, I am thankful for that. She does need to, like, there is still pressure building, so honestly I'd rather that she like maybe just poof a little bit, get the pressure off, go see a therapist. Like, this is one of the, like, not annoying, it's a little, I want to say stressful, but at the same time it isn't. It's exciting. It is a little bit stressful. when there's a lot of volcanoes in your country, and because you can't always, well, you can't really know when they're going to erupt, you just know that they're going to need to do so at some point. It's probably gonna be, I think the last time I heard the volcanologist, the experts, I think it's volcanologist in English. I'm gonna say it's volcanologist. Last time I heard them talk in the news, because yeah, they were talking about the area around Reykjavik, that area that has been active for like the past 2 years, like this year, last year. It's probably gonna erupt next year, they thought, because that one has been building a little faster than expected, which is very, it must be so much fun for the people who are learning like geology and all of that, just having this active area so close to Reykjavik, because there are universities and schools that are like teaching these subjects, and I can just imagine studying like volcanoes and literally just having a field class like they've been having with the volcanoes. It's just invaluable. But yeah, I was rambling about volcanoes because, like the weather, the volcano is always something that you can talk about. But yeah, I think that's enough from me this time. I've gushed about the yarn from Hobbii because it is pretty. It's really nice to work with too. So I can definitely recommend, if you are able to get it. I really love the colors that I'm working on. I cannot wait to see how they turn out in the shawl, because 420 meters, that's gonna be a nice size shawl. And especially like this one. This shade of green with these shades of like purple and more like magenta, these really go together. And this is really gorgeous as well. And this is just like amethyst. It's just, so yeah, I might just end up making shawls out of the like. As for the other yarn that I have still in storage, let's not talk about that. I do have quite a lot of Halloween yarn that I got like last year, I think. I mean, at least I know what I'm gonna do with these ones. These are shawl. This is just, yep, design. Honestly, life is so good. Life is so good. The inventory, forgot to tell you about that. I just told you that we had inventory. We had literally a lot of fun. We got a lot of kids. That is the 9th grade here in town. That would be, they are 14 going on 15. And this class, like, dear Lord, they are so much fun. They are polite, they are considerate, they're funny, they are emotionally intelligent. Like, if they notice that you are having a little bit like not as such nice time of it, they will just slide in and tell you something funny and have you literally howling with laughter, and you just kind of forget what it was that was so difficult like a moment ago. Like, these are such lovable, adorable children, and I had so much fun. Like, they made everything so much easier. Also, they just did everything right. Like, doing the inventory, counting things, scanning things, everything. Like, I'm used to having to do a last sweep around midnight of the store and put like ladders and step stools and chairs back, tidying up trash and all things that just follows. I didn't have to do that. I think there was one children's card that I had to like track down and put away, and that's because it was in a bit of a corner out of sight, so the kids just didn't notice it. They were so tidy. And yeah, they got a little rowdy, but honestly, not gonna blame them. It was Friday night, way past their bedtime. I'm probably not gonna be happy if they ever heard me say that, because when you're 14 going on 15, you feel like an adult. But they were fun, they were adorable. And yeah, of course that meant that, you know, yesterday I could not get out of bed. But it was fun. And yeah, next week, if I remember correctly, there's one coworker who needs to take a few days off because of family celebrations somewhere else in the country, I think it is. And then later in October, the store manager is gonna take a little time off for her family. So I have tentative plans of taking some of the minutes that I have, maybe take some of them in November. That might be nice. Get a little time off before Christmas. But yeah, that is where I'm cutting it off this weekend. What was that? Yep. And yeah, I'm just really happy. Friday went very well. I slept a lot yesterday. I got ahead in a project that's been a bit of a boogie. Like it's always been in a basket, just right out of the side, just patiently staring at me. I'm like, been like, I got the advent calendar, so that is already set to go in December. Halloween is coming up. I got some stuff to do, and it's gonna be so much fun. But yeah, I will thank you for watching and having a little chat with me this weekend. I will hopefully see you again next weekend. And until then, take care and bye bye.